Okay, so I've been getting phone calls like, "Are you okay? Where's this coming from? What's going on?" So what's going on is, I wake up to, of course, an outstanding invoice from my attorneys that I cannot pay because I need to feed my kids and I need to pay my mortgage. I can't afford to pay y'all right now. Um, the same people that are asking me to pay them money are working with the people who owe me money. They represent the little babies, the NBA young boys, Kevin Gates. They represent them. So me going after that label is not looking good. So I'm like, okay, it's not looking good at all. Like, I literally also went through my emails and got a denial for the invoice that has been sitting on their desk since 2020, 2019, 2018. I've sent invoices from day one. Like I said, the people who have paid me. They know who they are. But on the space of the label, this large lump sum, and I'm not even including everything. Like, literally, I'm not even including everything. I'm including literally shit that I can say, like, okay, this is that song that I did. This is this. This is that. This is that. I'm not going in there even counting the times where I'm just going in there recording and the shit ain't even finished. You know, they done went to the strip club mid-session, or they playing dice in the studio mid-session, or, you know, they just fucking around getting haircuts mid-session. Like, I didn't even account them for all of that shit. Like, I literally would get off of work and go straight to the studio. I would leave work early to go straight to the studio because they're calling me like, "Yo, baby, we need you to record him. Yo, Marlo need you to record him. Yo, I need you up here for the City Girls Writing Camp. Yo, Gunna up here." Like, and at that time, I didn't even know who Gunna was. Like, I didn't even know who was. They didn't even tell me his name. So, like, I completely got chumped that session. And I feel like that's why I didn't get my credit after I recorded him and Baby. Baby had to leave in mid-session for a flight. But y'all still use my vocals for Gunna. And I don't have nothing for it. And I done went to everybody. Even the CEO. I had went to the CEO multiple times. I have been in the room with the CEO multiple times. Like, I have videos on my timeline with the CEO. And I can't fathom. Like, I just recently talked to him for my artist. I talked to him like literally a couple weeks ago for my artist. I don't bring it up because I'm like, you know, having hopes that the attorney's going to do what they need to do. But no, then I turn around and get an email that's denying it. Y'all don't know how many times I've been in the room with this man and he's told me, "I'm going to sign you, I'm going to sign you, I'm going to sign you." And I didn't get signed. At least 5-6 times I was hoping to get signed. And that would have cleared that balance. I can't even say that now. Like, now I need interest. Like, I've been waiting for so long. Copyrights, everything. CEO told me the last time I spoke to him, I was on the phone with him. I was at work at my government job. And I called him trying to shop out my previous artist. And I told him, if I bring her over here, I don't want the same thing that happened to me. He was like, "What you talking about?" I was like, "What you mean what I'm talking about? I've been telling you for years." He's like, "You know, I ain't worried about that shit. I'm dealing with, you know, multi-billion million dollar deals. Like, I'm not worried about the little shit that's going on in the studio. So tell me what's going on." Like, he not brushing me off. He like, "What's going on?" So I tell him everything that's going on. Ironically, the nigga who I had the copyright infringement with was at the studio. So me and him are now arguing back and forth, and I'm just like going at him like, "You know, you stole my fucking beat. Like, you got it placed and you told me that I don't deserve credit," like all that type of stuff. And he was like, "So y'all just been in here using this lady? Y'all just been in here getting over on this woman? Y'all just been in here taking advantage of this woman, this lady? Where are the niggas that's supposed to be representing them? Well, representing her?" And I don't hold it against, you know, the people that were calling me, or the people that were, you know, like I don't hold it against them, because it's not up to them to pay me. But it is up to them to vouch for me and say, "Yes, I was there. She did that." The proof is all down my timeline. Make it make sense. So 5 years worth of work. I had to pay for my own plaques. I didn't get paid for Lil Baby until 2-3 years after it came out. And that's honestly after I signed to Sony. And that was because of the attorney that I had at that time. But every time it comes to going up against the label, that label that needs to pay me that large bag, they can't do nothing. So I got to say, okay, well, y'all not doing nothing. Y'all not giving me my bread. And of course, they wasn't getting me bread from some other stuff. Because I'm just now, some stuff I just got paid for 2023, 2000, like recently, from shit that I've done in 2018. How make that make sense? This industry is so fucked up. Like, y'all literally milked me dry. Y'all saw me in that studio. Like, I was pumping my titties in the studio after I had my son, after I had my daughter. I was pumping in between sessions with these, like, I spent so much time away from my kids, away from my family, being in the studio. And every time I came and asked, I'm now being talked about like a dog. Oh, don't work with her. She do bad business. Like, blackballed, I guess you can say. Like, don't fuck with her. Like, she asking for too much. How am I asking for what's mine? And I'm not even coming to y'all. Like, so for example, on the Drake placement, I wasn't even asking for credit. I was like, I'll not credit. I wasn't even asking for payment. I was like, I don't even need the payment at that moment. I was like, let me just get my credit. Let me get the plaque, you know, like little stuff. Just get the credit at minimum. Just put me on the credits. And give me a plaque. I can order my own plaque. But why should I do that? I'm not asking for no front and no back end. And I know as an engineer, all that shit is sticky anyway. But I didn't get paid on the hourly for that session. So shouldn't I get paid for the hourly on the session? At least give me an assistant engineer credit. And I should be able to get a plaque. But I'm told, no. Run the cameras back. It was in the C room. Run the cameras. I've even asked that. I've sent proof. I've sent text messages. I've sent screenshots. I've sent videos. I've sent everything. And they still tell me no. What more do you need to pay me? I even asked, can I get half of it? And I try not to go directly to the CEO like, yo, you need to pay me. You need to pay me. You need to pay me. Because I know somebody else, you know, is over them. Like, it's bigger labels over this label. So, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong because I've been trying not to fault people. But no, this is a problem. It's been too long. I can't keep holding it in anymore. It hurts too bad. Like, I feel like I don't know if I'm coming or going at this point. Like, placement slow, you know how that goes. I gotta wait years and years, but I can't even use leverage off of what I've done because my money ain't right to be popping my shit the way I want to. Now, during that time when I was popping my shit, like I said, I had hope that these people was gonna stand up for me and do what was needed, and it's not. I've been getting denied after denied after denial, after attorney after attorney after attorney. Make it make sense. I billed them for the Migos sessions, all the YRNs, the 4PFs, Baby, Marlo, City Girls, Yachty, all the underground artists. I billed them for the stuff that I actually did. And people can actually vouch for me. But why is everyone quiet? Why does nobody want to break bread? The work has been done. Y'all collected way more. Y'all collected at least 10 times more off of those songs being out. And let's not even get into the show money. Y'all was getting that per show. So you telling me I can't even get that for 5 years worth of work? Who's here to help me? And mind you, I had 4 attorneys. 2 of Atlanta's top attorneys. And one of the attorneys, like, I looked up to her and I thought, you know, damn, she got my back. She gonna hold it down. Like, she gonna ride for me. Like, she deal with these niggas. She left me on ice for 6 months. And I'm sitting here crying about it. And mind you, the first time that we got a hold of each other, she told me, oh, no, they was using you. They was doing this. We gonna go after them, blah, 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 blah. But then tells me, you know, I do work with them, so we got to come with them strategically. Okay, bet, let's come at them strategically. Ain't nothing strategic. I got all the receipts here. They been supposed to cash me out. They been supposed to sign me. What's up? What's up? I don't want to be signed now, of course, but what's up? What's up? Where's the money? Nothing. got fired and had to hire the other big attorney, and now I'm dealing with the same. So I now have new attorneys for about a year now. Top attorneys that represent these people as well, or work with them, as well. And I can't pay them. So, where do I want to go with this? The middlemen. Wait, let's go back. The attorneys. How are the attorneys asking me for the contacts? Ain't that what I hire y'all for? But y'all want me to pay y'all. But y'all are asking me for the contacts to get to Young Dolph, because that still hadn't been situated either, and that's not even related to the label. Make that make sense. So y'all asking me for the middleman. Okay, so now I gotta reach my neck out. Like, I literally had to issue a takedown for a song under, I think, Motown Universal. I don't know who he was with. Had to issue a takedown, and that manager called me, cursing me out, and said that this is your fault. You should have got paid in the portal. I should have got paid in the portal. I'm in the portal. I don't see nothing coming from you or this artist, but I got paid 3 times from the portal. Why is yours not in there? This is your fault. You should have did it. Your attorney stopping payment from everybody. So again, everybody's been paid but me. So okay, now let's address the middlemen. I go to the A&Rs, the managers. Silence. Nothing. One manager even told me, we paperwork that a while ago. Why you wasn't included in that? You should have been had your credit. And I'm like, well, I don't. So how are we going to resolve this? Because it's copyright infringement. And I'm not trying to take it to the attorneys, but if y'all going to make me take it to the attorneys, then what are we supposed to do? Oh, it's nothing that we could do. We can't change it. We can't change it on our end. It is what it is. Like, they starve you out. But y'all just made $10,000. I know the producer who took the beat. We made it. It was a co-production. I was in the A room minding my business, making the beat, cooking up. He came in there. He said, "Oh, that's hard. That's hard. Let's collab on it." So he collabs. He put the drums and a lot of shit. I never took that away from him. But this is a 50-50 thing. Like, once upon a time, I was letting you in the door, and now you're here because I had a kid. So now you're here. You worked your way up. You're in the door. I was there before you. And you was like, okay, I can get this place. Send it to me. Mind you, the sessions is on my laptop. That's how deep it is. The session is on my laptop. You don't even have the official stems. You don't even have the stems. So you say, I can go get it placed. Boom, you get it placed. You get it placed with Bankroll Freddie and Moneybag Yo. It goes up. I'm giving people props. I'm hype. I'm happy. I'm thinking shit going to go. Mind you, I also was working with Freddie when he first got there. Same scenario. Like, every new artist that came through there, I was working with them. I was their engineer. Like, they would drop them on me. Now, if it worked, it worked. If it didn't, it didn't. But most times, it worked. And they was calling me back consistently. These niggas was just doing so much other shit that they couldn't even focus on finishing the song. So, boom, the song's placed. And I'm like, all right, I want, let's do 50-50. You don't deserve 50-50. You don't need 50-50. I did all this. I did all that. Okay, cool. Let's do something. You mixed the whole project. And I heard you fucked it up. So you had to get it remixed. And it cost 10 bands. You got paid 10 bands multiple times for this tape. And I got $0. Then I come to find out just recently, honestly, just recently. So I got my attorneys. I was like, okay, this is a copyright infringement. Got with the Sony, this is copyright infringement. And say, okay, we're going to issue whatever to takedowns, all these, whatever. Y'all know the ropes. Okay. So now I got credit. I think I got 15%, if that. 10%, if that. And it's a co-production. So, I'm getting shortchanged on the back end. I ain't getting no front end. What's the word? What's worse that can happen except for me asking for my front end? I find out it's the second version of the song that's out. I'm not registered to. That's the original one. That's where all the money went to. How much did y'all make off of that song? I know from me getting 15% off of other stuff that hit millions and millions, a couple thousand. So y'all hit millions and millions. I'm supposed to get a couple thousand. Even at 15%, I'm supposed to get a couple thousand. I ain't get no couple thousand. I'm arguing for my right. I'm arguing for my pay. And I'm being told, you doing bad business. How am I doing bad business from asking for what's mine? Because I'm a female? But if it was a nigga coming in here like, hey, yo, no, fuck that, bruh. You ain't going, we ain't holding for that shit. We ain't standing for that shit. Y'all can scrap that. Y'all can scrap that. If we go to that, it gets resolved. I'm just a bitch because I'm like, yo, where's my paperwork? Yo, where's my payout? Like, I overheard through the grapevine that you got X, Y, and Z. How come I ain't getting nothing? You ain't even think to break me off, bro? And I was the one that was letting you in the door? Really? And I got people that can vouch for me. I have the receipts. Really? So that's the middleman. So, okay, the engineer ain't looking out for me. Nobody's looking out for me. Let me go to the manager. Manager says, we done that a long time ago. You ain't got nothing. Okay. CEO, we gonna get you right. Okay. A&R, head A&R of the label. Head A&R at the label. Before she was even the head A&R at the label. Knew me at the City Girls camp. She watched me, bro. She know me. A&R. Nothing. So I done been through the middleman. Been through the top of the top. Been through the attorneys. Been through the major publisher. When do I get paid? I don't. I'm supposed to just run out of money and say forget about it, and now it's null and void. How can I work? How can I invest into myself to do anything more that I want to do with this music shit, with my own label, with I've even asked for JVs. They seen what I've been doing. They seen the artists that I've pushed. They're not maybe the biggest, but they've done some numbers. They've done some streams. No JV. But they owe me. I've even asked all the way down to mentorship. Can I get a job? I'll be a great A&R. Add me to the manager roster. And this is not just with this label. This is with multiple labels. Now, granted, we're going through, crisis, whatever we're going through with the restructuring and everything. So it might not be that time to go get a job with them. No, I don't want that. I want what's mine. I need what I need to fulfill my dreams. And I've been doing it off of, my back. Blood, sweat, and tears. I've been pushing y'all artists. I let y'all artists stay in my house for free. Out of the kindness of my heart, with hope that, damn, they gonna fuck with us so heavy, they gonna blow us up, thinking we got the machine behind us. Multiple times I've done that. Crazy, right? And I don't even want to come on here oh, she too good and she do this and she do all this, but I'm literally telling y'all what I have done for these people. Ask these artists if I let them stay in my house, if I recorded them, if I helped with their artist development, with their structure of the songs. Mind you, I learned from Esther Dean with the City Girls. So everything that I learned from them, I give to other people. Ask them what I've done for them. But what has anybody done for me except for call me a bitch, try to throw me out? Who's done anything for me? So now I have to stand up for me. I have to do what's right for me. And if that means that I have to speak up and keep speaking up, then I'm going to keep doing it until I get what's mine. Plus, like I said, I want interest. I want a lot. You can't silence me no more. Y'all silenced me already. They actually are trying to silence me on TikTok right now. They've muted my videos about Lil Baby. And that wasn't even a bad video. Watch. Help me, y'all. Please, I need y'all help. I please, God, I really, really need y'all help. Y'all don't understand how long I've been doing this, and I hope this gives y'all an understanding. Please, I need y'all help. I'm trying to do big things. I'm trying to change this industry, bro. Please, y'all help me. Like I said, I'm trying to change the industry. And I think that's where I keep hitting a brick wall. I don't want it to be like this. Gotta expose people, and it's evil. It's so evil. Like, these people have met my children. I've been to the birthday parties and just all types of stuff. Just to still not pay me. And mind you, like I said, they're all working together. All the labels, the publishers, everybody, they all work together. And what they say is, your stock, if your stock is not up there, you ain't getting nowhere. It's a popularity contest. It's politics. And crazy enough, I was a part of the #1 album of the pandemic. I sold 11 million records. I didn't sell them. He did. But I was a part of that. And you want to know the reason why? I hate putting this shit out here. The reason why I don't have more Lil Baby placements is because I was having my daughter around that time. They called me at 4 o'clock in the morning the night that he did all those records with another producer. They called me before they called him. And I said, what's up? Like, what's up? They said, baby, need you to record him. I was like, I can't, bro. Like, I'm 8-9 months pregnant. I can't do it. So they called the other person. They told me this. Called the other person. And thank God I was in a number. Thank God for that producer who looked out. I still fuck with him. He always has been solid. That co-producer on that Lil Baby record, shout out to my nigga Twisted Genius. He's always been solid on that side of things. And even him, we was working together, neck and neck. Like, we was there together. Look who got signed. The men got signed. I can name so many men after me that got signed. And these are the same people that used to call me and say, can you open the door? Make that make sense. That shit hurts. Real bad. And every time that I have tried to speak on this, I've been told that I am aggressive, I am doing too much. It was even at one point I felt I was so desperate to like get stuff out that I had made a snippet, like what everybody does. I had made a snippet of a song that I did with the City Girl. Well, JT, I made a song with JT, multiple songs with JT, that honestly I feel like if they would listen to me and put them out, they would be her hottest records. When they took it, I posted a snippet. When they took that snippet off of our page and put it out there, it went viral. It ended up everywhere. Just JT by herself. I really don't get it. I don't. But so the men got signed because they weren't fucking and sucking. I didn't get signed because I was married to another nigga that they didn't like, they didn't want around. They put him out. They banned him from the studio. My husband, who ain't never done nothing wrong to nobody. We housed your artist, fed your artist, clothed your artist, paid for all his music videos, everything off the backs, off the strength, thinking that we gonna get paid back. It's a part of his contract. We gonna get paid back. They even promote the videos. Hadn't paid me. So it was rumored around that I was fucking him, that I was fucking Baby, that I was fucking Collision. I'm fucking all these niggas, but I ain't got no... Oh, that I'm fucking OG Parker. I'm fucking all these people, but I don't have no placements. Except for the placements that, thank God, I was in the number 4. But if I would have really been fucking those people, y'all don't understand how many people that hit on me. Like, big people. That's why I don't, like, be fazed by this shit. Why I felt like hopefully it'll just, level itself out. But it didn't. Your favorite artist has hit on me. Baby has hit on me, yes. He didn't know I was pregnant. This was before I was pregnant. He didn't know none of that. He see my ring, be like, okay, I respect you. I respect you. All them niggas, that's one thing. They would see my ring, be like, oh, okay, I respect you. Now, some of them would be like, are you married or you married? Plenty of YRN niggas that hit on me. I'm not going to say no names on that. All of the Migos. Sorry. 2 Chainz then came. Gone. NLE Chopper came. Going. Like, so many. But because I'm not on that type time, and I just want to show my talent, I just want to show what I can do, what I've done, who I am, who I'm trying to be. Don't give a fuck about you. So because I wasn't fucking and sucking throughout my days, I got nothing. I'm still knocking on everybody's door. Like, y'all understand, my marriage has been affected by this. My family has been affected by this. From rumors in this label. False allegations, just all types of mess. And it is factual that because I did not pop my pussy for a real nigga, I don't have no plaques like them real niggas. I don't have no paper like them real niggas. Make it make sense. How is that fair? How is it fair? I know somebody who did sleep with the CEO and got paid racks. I'm supposed to shut my mouth though. I know so many secrets. I even got a recording, like not a video recording because I was scared that I was going to get caught. I got a voice memo of 2 of your favorite people at that label arguing. I know exactly what went down with that record because I was watching them fight while recording it. Man and woman. I have so much dirt that I haven't even said anything. I just been sitting on for years. Why does it have to come to this for me to get my money? Because I wasn't fucking, because I didn't expose y'all earlier. I did what I needed to do. I did the work and I got the attorneys, and I'm still being told, shoot fly, don't bother me. Shoot fly, don't bother me. Because I'm a woman. That's what it feels like. Because I'm not fucking. That's what it looks like. Make it make sense. It's been a cycle. Year after year after year. And I make this shit look easy. I make this shit look good. Of course, you got to have side hustles. So I figured out those side hustles, those sidebar things. And you want to know something? Niggas been copying me for years. Back in 2020, after I did the City Girls Camp back in like 2018, I took that idea and was like, shit, nobody's doing this independently. Like, even an app that y'all use today, I was telling these niggas, I want to do this app for the industry, yada, yada, yada. Both of those ideas have been taken by your favorite producers and shit and did the same thing. They thought I was crazy after the pandemic when I put together the Priority Hit House. Now look what everybody doing. They thought I was crazy when I was telling them that I was developing an app. Like, I, on top of working for the for the local government, going to the studio, working on an app for the industry. I have a master's degree in computer science, a bachelor's in computer information systems. And they just took it and ran with it. I ran my mouth too much. Like, I love these people too much. I was loyal to them too much. And all they did was just use me, take everything, and run with it. It's been going on for years, and I just been smiling through it. Like, yes, I have my moments where I be saying stuff, and like I get my inspiration from you guys. Thank you so much for that. Like, thank y'all for the support and for the love and everything, you know. But I've been making it look nice, and I've been surviving because I was working outside of the labels. It's the first time. And now everybody knows how the job market is. I'm struggling to get a job. So how can I pay anything but my mortgage? How can I pay anything but to fill up my groceries? How can I do anything? I got to pay my bills. And y'all not paying my bills. This ain't no say my name. Like, it need to be. You know how many times my publisher done set up a session? Oh, you working for Beyonce. You writing for Beyonce. Nothing. I'm hyped, ready to go. Nothing. You writing for Rihanna. You writing for Rihanna. You writing for Lil Durk. You writing for Lil Durk. Now, granted, I know some of Durk's people. Still nothing. Because I got these rumors. Then let's not even talk the management. I left management from the label and got management somewhere else. That nigga is now on Love and Hip Hop. Love and Hip Hop came to us first, crazy. Ironically, he ended up on there. It was just like, wow. But I'm glad the world did what they did, because even he couldn't help me. Nobody stood up for me. So now I have to stand up for myself. Nobody, the way that I go hard for my artists to get them paid out and protected, the way that I have been going hard for them, they haven't been going hard for me. And that's why every time I've tried to leave and go somewhere else, but that loyalty in me is like, okay, maybe, you know, I can't go, you know, stray too far. I can't burn that bridge. I've never burned a bridge. And if I had burned a bridge, it's because I got fed up. And I was like, yo, you're not doing shit for me. You're not fighting for me. I'm not getting paid. I'm not getting no credits. So you got to go. I'm going broke. You done told me I was supposed to get paid this long ago. I have signed producer agreements that I'm still not paid for. So yes, that manager now has to go. Because if I can't go to you to be the asshole to protect me, who's going to do it? No one. But me. I've had managers that have tried. Like, I felt like they have tried. But they also going up against the big boys. So now I be feeling like, okay, I got to get somebody more powerful, more bigger. You know, I hate to say it like that, but I got to get somebody that's like up there. So now I'm just throwing money away, trying to get them up there. And all they doing is milking me all the money. Because nothing is happening. No opportunities, no doors being open. They're not taking me serious when I'm asking for the doors to be open. They think I'm just crying for help. And yeah, I am at this point. I need the work. I need the credits. I need the money. I'm starving. How? 3 times Grammy nominated. Probably like 30 times platinum. How? Like I said, because I'm not doing things I'm not supposed to, and I shouldn't have to do that. I should never have to do that. I should never have to go to that side to get what is God given to me. I should not have to do that. And I refuse to do that. I've always had my dignity in this shit. Not one nigga in this industry has fucked me except for my husband. And that's on God. Alright. And this will be the last one, because like I said, this is really hard for me. Thank y'all again for all the support, because I said that I would never be that person to cry on social media, like, so I'm so sorry. It's just been so long that I have been dealing with this, that I can't hold it on my heart anymore. I've tried to be loyal. I've tried to be nice. I've tried to be professional. I've tried to be respectful. I've tried to be a savage. I've tried to be a bitch. I've tried to be a businesswoman. I've tried to go through the attorneys. I have tried. And it's now affecting my overall well-being. Like I said, y'all don't know how many times I've been told I was going to get signed and taken care of. thought I was going to get the chain and the money and the trips and everything, and I did that for myself. Thank God I did get paid from my publisher. Thank God I did have a 401k that I worked on for almost 10 years. Thank God I did still stay loyal and manage an artist that paid me out. Thank God I did have a previous artist, even though it went sideways, that I made money off of that. So y'all, when I see y'all understanding me and feeling me, for one time I feel hurt. I've cried literally these same tears to the A&Rs, to everybody, the big people. I've even went to the VP of my publisher, the CEO of my publisher. I've sent emails. I've been on phone calls with these people. I can't fight it by myself anymore. I have nowhere else to go but to social media. I never wanted it to come to this. I used to joke about it and be like, oh, if I go on the internet and I say this stuff, you know, it's gonna be over with. It's gonna be done for. That's it. And here we are. Never say never. Or you want to make God laugh, tell him your plans. Because they did not go as planned the way that I saw it. So that's why I thank y'all. I want y'all to share, tag, post, everything. Because I've been sitting on this for a long time. Like I said, I've been making it look good because I've been able to make ends meet in other ways. But I love this shit. Music is my everything. Like, y'all don't even know I can sing. Y'all don't even know that. I mean, I try to put my music out every now and then, but you know, the shit that I dealt with just on the backside, because I always felt like learning the backside would, you know, be an advantage to get to the front. And, you know, brushing elbows and stroking egos and all of those things just wasn't fucking. I thought, it'll go. And it hasn't gone yet. And I love it. I pour my all into people. I like to believe I'm a good person. And I try to do good business at all times. Funny story. I have a producer right now, grown ass man, who got me blocked. The person who got my first placement in the industry, I shouted him out, everything. Still going after that placement with Young Dolph. That man can't stand my guts. He said I faked it until I made it, like I didn't play the keys. Like I get intimidated, I get nervous sometimes around niggas, you know. So I you know, I can't perform to my top tier. Like I just be like, you do it, and I throw something on there, you know. Like, that's the honest truth. They made me nervous. Like, I'm amongst legends, goats, big names. So I always paid that respect. And that man hates me because I got engaged. And I got engaged to my co-producer. I got engaged to my teacher. I got engaged to my support system. Y'all don't even know what I was going through personally. I was losing my grandparents to 5 different cancers. Y'all don't know shit about me. Y'all don't know my family. Y'all don't know how I was raised. Y'all don't know where I come from. I come from Philly. I don't have no parents. Like, I got parents, yeah, but neither one of them raised me. I'm not a statistic. I made something, but I'm trying to make something more happen, and I can't. Because I keep getting stuck. I don't have the money to do what I want to do. All the ideas that are up here, I can't get them out. I try and I try and I try and I put it in front of everybody. I give it to everybody and I get nothing in return. So y'all don't know. I've been trying. And this is kind of what it had to come to. Like I said, that nigga hate my guts. Stole a couple of my artists. Tried to steal my one loyal artist that I had to this day. It's dirty out here, y'all. And I wish that we could all just come together. I've been trying to bring everybody together, all the big names together, so that we can really do something. But unfortunately, it's not just our people. But sometimes it is our people. This ain't no colorism. This ain't none of that. It's our people, crabs in a bucket. And then when it goes up higher and higher, same thing. It don't matter what field you're in, what world you're in. The entertainment business is not for the weak. And I felt like I've been strong. I carried this smile. Y'all don't know me as behind her smile. I held a lot behind it. But I can't hold it anymore. I'm going to therapy. I got friends, so who see this, they know what's up. I never do this. I said that I would never do this. But here we are. So those who really know me know, wow, she has fought. She is strong. And I don't want to give up. I don't want to throw in the towel because I love music. I love technology. That's how I was able to pick up, engineering and production, because I play the keys and I play the flute and I sing. I've learned from some legends. And I don't even talk about it. I felt like I don't want to be a groupie. I don't want to post about it. I don't want the camera in my face, because I also had family telling me, you got the camera in your face too much when I was doing certain stuff as a teenager. And I've worked through so much. So to now be here, God, please let this be my breakthrough. Because I have nothing else to lose. So this will be the last for now until I can get some type of resolution. And maybe I'll share. I don't know how I feel. I go through a lot of emotions. The industry will take you there. So I keep y'all posted, and y'all do y'all thing. Please. Y'all do y'all thing. Okay, so I've been seeing the comments about name dropping. And I'll say the names that I feel most comfortable with, because if you know anything about the music industry, you should know how it's been set up, especially in the hip-hop world, who runs it, just all that. So I have honestly held on for this for so long, because I have honestly been scared for my life. These people know where I live. They know my children. They know my husband. They know my mom. They know me. And people that start speaking out, they get pew pew pew. I try to laugh things off. The label that I have been mentioning is Quality Control Music, Universal Music, Motown, Capitol, Sony Music. The CEOs that I have been mentioning, quite sure y'all caught on. Y'all very smart. Thank y'all so much. QCP, QC Coach K. I spoke to the head A&Rs, Brandra Ringo, Wayno, not really sure his last name. I spoke to the managers, Jimmy, 'cause he was managing majority of them. Said is honestly one who paid me. Said made sure I was paid, and that's Baby's manager. He made sure I was taken care of, and he was one of them that used to call me all the time, all day, all day, all night, for not just Baby, like for PF, everybody. Like, I was in good with these people. I've already named the artist or whatever. God, like that's really all who I can think of. I really feel like the managers, I don't know if I want to bring them in it. They should have fought for me. Yes, they should have fought for me, but they should owe me something too. They collected off of me. I feel so convicted. It's so sad because my artist literally said, and my artist is BOAQG. He literally said, I'm looking out for niggas who really don't give a fuck about me. That sucks. Y'all should know my two managers, my two old managers. My VPs of Sony on the creative side, John Platt, Ian Holder, my A&Rs, Kelsey, Simone, Jamin. I guess I have to mention my managers, and I've been trying to avoid that, but my managers, my old managers, QCMixby.com and Cloth Talk Burst, Kai, who's now on Love and Hip Hop. I've been in deals that they've worked on my behalf where I thought, producers were paid out on their own. I thought, I had my own agreement with my own payout, and this is my pay cut, and they supposed to, get theirs the same way I had to get mine. Why am I paying the attorneys to get my payout, and then I got to pay out the co-producers out of mine, and those co-producers aren't signed to me? That makes no sense. I will admit, at one time I was very, very, very wet behind the ears, didn't know what was going on. And I tried to, just be sweet, just be nice, just be quiet, just be humble. But eventually it took a toll on me, and it just made me angry. It hurt me. So I started speaking out internally, and nobody heard me. The attorneys, I haven't mentioned the attorneys. The 4 attorneys that I've had: Alcee Honore, Carlos Pimentel, Bernie Lawrence Watkins, and Vince Phillips. The Arlington firm is actually who is asking me to finish paying them, and I literally cannot, because I have nothing to give. I have struggled to pay my mortgage. Like I said, I had to take out my 401k. I have government assistance. I can't afford child care, so my husband is a stay-at-home dad. If you know anything about us, he's also my co-producer, but you see how much of a hindrance it is for him to be stuck at home while I was the one in the studio making the connections and stuff. And like, we both equally did that, but QC didn't want him there, and they made sure that if he dropped me off or he came in a session or whatever, they will pull me to the side and make sure it was very brief, like, oh, Baby's on the way, so he can't be here. Oh, Migo's on the way, so he can't be here. Oh, such and such is on the way, so he can't be here. And I really don't know. I can't put my finger on exactly like where that was coming from, whether it was coming from the top or the bottom. Like, it really doesn't make sense, or really doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, I worked very hard for your artists, and your artists can testify for me. The ones that I really, really got close to, the ones that I housed, The artist that I housed was J Fox and BOAQG. And that was just, something minimal because I'm thinking, they're new signees, they're, being pushed by the label, they have a deal as a part of their contract. I should be able to make this work, right? I proved my loyalty, right? I did 3 years with y'all. I've been fighting it for 5. Just to clarify. I wasn't that dumb that I just stuck around for so long. Like, no, I really tried to make it work. And while I was in the building working, I was telling everybody to help. I was asking everybody to help me. I was telling everybody what the situation was. Hey, the producer that stole from me, Heavy in the Chevy. The producer that cannot stand me, who hates me for very first placement, Buddha Bless This Beat. The producer who took my credit, Turbo. I never wanted it to come to this. I never wanted to speak out like this. But y'all, I know no weapon formed against me shall prosper. So I know God is going to protect me and my children and everything. But I just ask y'all to also keep a close eye out for everything. For me. Because I feel like this just created something. And like I said, I'm sorry. I didn't want it to come to this. But I do want to keep talking. And I want to tell my story. It's been so much that I don't even know where to start. I started dealing with them in 2017, top of 2018. I stopped dealing with them in 2021. I strongly started pursuing them in 2020 all the way up until today. I got signed to Sony in 2020, and shortly after that, leading into 2021, is when I disconnected from them, and that was shortly after they put my husband out. Again, I'm amongst big people, so I thought that I was doing the right thing, even all the way down to my husband, and I know that was wrong. I should have. The moment we knew, and we were saying it amongst each other. It was causing a lot in our marriage, like real bad. But we kept hope and we kept faith that we'll get 4 on Lil Baby. This Drake song will change my life. These City Girl records will come out and change our life. Something will change our life. Sony scratched the surface. I sold half of my publishing. I feel so defeated, stupid, convicted, crazy. I don't know, all the emotions. I know y'all think I'm probably crazy. Especially, why did you house 2 of their artists for free? And then another artist after that was independent for free. I firmly believe that, I grew up rough. Nobody has ever looked out for me, so I kind of been used to it, and I've been the hood savior. Like when I was young, I knew I wanted to be a boss. I used to get $5 a day from my grandmother and save it up throughout the week, and that was for lunch money. I used to save my lunch money throughout the week, and then buy the whole block ice cream. Go to the ad, buy everybody food, like buy everybody shoes, clothes. Like that was me. Like I never had it, and I don't know what it is, but God just gave me a spirit of giving. And the more you give, the more they take. If God blessed you with a giving spirit, be prepared to be taken advantage of. And that's why I've always turned the other cheek. So, okay, the 2 artists that stayed in my house, we really built a bond. Like, those are my brothers. Like, to this day, those are my brothers. We raised our kids together. Those are my brothers. Good or bad, we've cried together, we've cursed each other out, all that type of stuff. We've been up against the label together. Like, And the reason why I'm not in South by Southwest right now is because the label last minute canceled everything. Fuck it. No. QG is telling y'all the truth when he said he hadn't been able to drop in a year and a half. Granted, he got locked up for a few months in the process, but they've been holding his stuff. No drop dates, no nothing. Still managed to get him paid though after I had to email them every single day, like literally every single day. So yeah, I believe in giving more than I receive because I feel like that's how I'll be blessed. So most of these artists don't have anything, and that's not to say like I got a lot, because I don't. Most of these kids don't have a house. They don't have a car. They barely have a bank account. So I've always felt like it was my duty to change lives, because nobody changed mine. Oh, I'm getting emotional, y'all. I'm sorry. So I vowed to change my life and other people's life, and I've always wanted to be that leader and have artists on my shit, of course, but on like standby. Like I can call them and be like, yo, I need you for this, I need you for that. Like hop on this, I got this beat, I got this. Let's hop in. Like I always had that vision. So I was told that those two artists, right after they got signed, this your baby, this your little baby, this your little baby. You and Quay, this like, you know, this like Quay and baby, like that. This is it. This them. Focus on them. Push them. So me, you know, at the time I had extra space in the house. So he's driving, J Fox. He's driving back and forth to Augusta. After we get out the studio at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, I'm like, bro, that's not safe for you. I got a guest room. Like you can crash. So I thought, you know, like the schedule was, you know, during the week and then on the weekend, you know, that was the plan. Because I'm his executive producer, I'm his executive engineer, I am his manager at this point. So I'm like, you know, just crash here. Like I'll talk to my husband about it. Y'all two can lock in. Like he's at home, you know, with the baby, and we can go from there. So they built their own relationship. We built our own relationship. Like he's solid, regardless of what he's been through and what he's dealt with. He's solid, and I think that's what plays a factor of that. So, yeah, I took that serious. Like this is my moment. This is my shot, and we have hits that haven't even come out because the label. We can't put it out. How can we push it? We gonna put it out with no push, and then if we put it out through DistroKid or something else like that, they come knocking on the door to snatch it down. Because part of the contract, it got to be approved. It got to be this. It got to be that. So we've been trying to do things right. BOAQG. He literally got into some stuff. Not no bad stuff. Not no illegal stuff. None of that. He was going through it with, you know, his family. His baby mom. Sorry, sis. And sorry, bro. And he needed a place to go. And we have been, you know, bonding for about a year now. So like he needed a place to go. And again, I had an extra room in my house. Come on. I got you. I mean, that man called me crying. Bro, I'm so sorry that I'm telling this. He called me crying, like, Pete, I need you. I gotta get out of here. I need you. He called me P. AP. He called PP too, but he didn't call them. And if he did call them, they didn't care enough to answer to help him. Same thing with J Fox. They didn't care enough to answer to help him. And I know, I get it. Housing and all that stuff is not a part of the contract. But why sign an artist and give them $50,000 and not teach them what to do with that $50,000 to get on their feet? Why? Because they don't want you to use that money. You sell them your rights for everything that you do to pay on the back end. And they expect you to take that front end money that you're going to pay back regardless. They expect you to take that front end money and not take care of yourself. Not invest in yourself. You got to invest back into the music. Back into them. Make it make sense. So everybody want to know, you know, where your Sony money go. At the time, I didn't know this when I got that money. I'm thinking like, damn, yeah, I'm getting it. Like, Ooh, I'm good. This the life change. You know, I'm thinking I'm straight. Bought a house, 2 houses. I bought my first house, like, both jobs, of course, have always footed that. You can't get just a house with a business without time. Like, you know, it's a lot with buying houses. Bought a house. Of course, I enjoyed myself, went on vacations, all that. Like, you know, I was a bit out there. I paid for stylists, PR. Man, we was just trying to make the dream come true. Paid for PR to tell our story. Paid, like, it got to a point where I couldn't even pay PR no more. I had went broke. And I explained that to her. So I'm sorry. Yeah, I let them stay with the faith that we are going to make it. And my husband, thank God for my husband, has the same heart and spirit that I have. So that's why it's like, I hate doing this. We are not those kind of people, and we don't portray or try to be those kind of people. Same thing with my husband. My husband is not that kind of guy. I got away from that. I grew up in Philly, okay? Born and raised in Philly. I stopped going to Philly when I was 17, 18, because I was like I had been in the South for a minute with my grandparents, and like I had seen to a lot of shit. So I was like, I don't want to go backwards. I don't want to go back to this. So I mean, I've come a long way, but not far enough. I met Drake. I have a song with his father that I mixed and mastered for free. I thought that doing things out of the kindness of my heart would get me recognized, to be like, damn, she just did that, and she's such and such, she's done such and such. Okay, we're gonna fuck with her more. Like, we're gonna get more out of it. Like, I thought that's how it worked. Building a relationship, right? But of course y'all go, not for free, not for free. You know, I'm dealing with big niggas. So the first thing you think Drake dad saying, like, yeah, I got this thing, you want me to mix and match? So you think I want to be like, okay, yeah, well, I'm gonna charge 20 bands. No, I'm trying to build a relationship with you, to build a relationship with your son, to build a relationship overall. Like, I'm trying to do stuff. Like, I need that credit. So I don't want to charge you. I just put me on. And this ain't nothing against his dad. His dad is great. That was my fault. So please don't take this. I love Drake. When I met Drake, I fumbled it because that's my favorite artist. So I was like, I can't believe this is happening right now. He gave me a hug, dapped me up, everything. Like, that was cool. But I fumbled. And I wanted to tell him everything. Like, please let me executive produce your next album. Please let me be on. Like, I did this. Like, I did this song. I got proof in my phone. Like, I got the instrumental, the official instrumental from Tay Keith. Baby gave it to me. Fumbled. And I'm really sorry if, you know, I'm kind of rambling and like just all over the place. It's just been so much, and I've just been so overwhelmed a lot. And I'm just trying to get it all out. Like, imagine 5 years of dealing with some of the largest labels in the South, and nobody's hearing you from the top of the top. So, I mean, like, eventually you grow tired, and I had become so aggressive to these people that they pretty much blackballed me. That's why y'all don't know who I am. I have a Flaunt magazine article. That's why y'all don't know who I am. I can't ever say that did that, because I can't attest to that. I know some things that I don't speak on that I don't feel right, but like, he wasn't one of them to me. But that other one, Lord, shoo, hustle mania. Ooh. And got upset because I called it out at that time. It's been so much over 5 years. So forgive me for trying to get all the stories out and like just trying to recall it all. If y'all want proof, receipts, like, yes, I can start showing the emails, the text messages, everything. Like, I have videos in my archives and all that other type of stuff. Like, yeah, I can start showing y'all that. But honestly, just go down my timeline on Instagram. Priority AP. Priority Beats. Just go down my timeline and it'll answer all the questions, even all the way down to the female artist that fucked me over. She stayed in my house for free too. Went from homeless to Jeffrey. Well, having Jeffrey. Ask her what happened. Ask all these people what happened. Since I'm lying, since I'm cheating or crying, well, I don't know. Like, I've seen so many people just saying certain, like, so saying stuff, and I'm not going to feed into it. Like, I'm gonna stop, you know. I have nothing to lie about. I don't gain anything from lying. If I'm lying, I have to, like, it's a snowball effect when you lie. Like, you got to make up more and more lies, and then you tend to forget those lies. And, like, I've been saying this for so long to all those people internally. It's no way I can lie. And I have all the receipts. Go down my timeline. Like I said, I can show all that type of stuff, but I didn't even want to take it that far because it's there. It's right there. Y'all can pull up the records. My maiden name is Ashley Gainey. That's what I'm registered on ASCAP and BMI. I do have songs that have been registered, but they have not been paperworked. They have been registered because my husband did that. Not Sony. Not the artist. Not Capital QC. None of that. I had to do that. I have no paperwork. I have no front end. And I'm barely collecting on the back end. There's things that are not registered. There's things that have producer agreements. No payment. It's all fucked up. And it's not that I didn't know the business. At first, I did not know the business. But I learned the business up under these same attorneys that weren't fighting for me. Because they telling me all the ropes. They telling me the ropes. They shouldn't be doing this. They shouldn't be doing that. You can do this. You can do that. You can do this. You can do that. I hadn't even spoken. Even down to the music supervisors. Bro. Some of the biggest music supervisors on some of the biggest networks are doing bad business. Getting over. I went to that man's house. He met my kids. I had so many placements between all those shows, stars. And they got scratched because a co-producer of ours was asking, paperwork and, all that stuff. When we was trying to explain to them, like, don't ask no questions. Like, they don't like to ask no questions. These are big guys. They don't want to ask no questions. And that's a red flag right there. That's a problem. And I tried. The music supervisor cursed me out. This is where I have a conflict of it, like, with Sony. I have a breach of contract. Music supervisor, I did what I usually do. I went on social media and was like, yo, I'm working on this show. Can y'all send me some vibes? Like, that's how I put people on. That's how I give people opportunity. Because if it wasn't for my social media, I wouldn't have met half the people that I met. So I'm the same way. Like, yo, send me some stuff, send me some inspiration, and then I'm going to give you your credit. I'm going to give you your fair percentage, your fair pay. That has nothing to do with the people that's syncing it or doing any of that. Why? Oh, because they doing something weird. I got blackballed by my own publisher because I went to social media and said, hey, I'm working on such and such and such. Can y'all send me some vibes? And that's how I started. Same thing that got me there is what y'all now don't want me to do. The hustle that I applied to get here is now what y'all don't want me to do. That's when I was told I was too aggressive and take it down. That's when I had posted City Girl snippets of those songs, and y'all don't even see them on my page no more because they got it snatched down. Yep. Produced it, engineered it, helped write it, and they got it snatched down because it went up and they said that they didn't approve of it. The girls didn't approve of this. We didn't approve of this. It's been hell. Sony just really had my back the way that I thought they would, and sometimes I say it's not their fault because they went through some major changes right after I got signed. Go to the Billboard article. I have a Billboard article as being one of the like 3 signees for the Sony Atlanta office, and that VP left or got let go, and it was all she wrote from there. And mind you, I was connected to that VP through my old manager, so you can imagine if the VP's already gone, ain't nothing coming out of it, and my manager is already not doing nothing. My manager, like, that was a completely different story. Like, long story short, my shit wasn't getting sent. His people was getting sent. My shit wasn't getting shopped. His people was getting shopped. We sending all the sauce, the inspiration, blah, 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 and they just taking it and running with it. Like, that's really how that was. Took me to the table to get signed. I got what I got. I gave him his bread. And for about a year after that, nothing came out of it. I'm asking you to fight for me, fight for me, fight for me. Like, we got some placements, but that was literally on our own. Derico had met Young and Ace at the airport. Plies, we met Plies years ago. Like, there was some things that came out of it. I'm not going to, like, make it seem like it was just 0% for them, but they definitely got more off of me than what I got from them. And they definitely fought. Like, he definitely fought. Like, not at all. I'm fighting harder for myself now, obviously. Because if any of these niggas really looked out for me the way they should have, I wouldn't be here. How does that happen to somebody that's so genuine and so giving and so God-fearing and so loving? Like, I don't understand that, but that's the devil. There's God's side and there's the other side. And I don't want no parts of that other side, and that's why I have not been succeeding. That's why y'all don't know me. That's why my articles ain't showing up. I need y'all help. That's it. I need y'all help. I feel like a nobody, bro, and I'm Grammy nominated. I feel like a nobody, and I have a master's degree. I feel like a nobody, and I have multi-platinum plaques. Like, y'all can see it on my walls. Like, just go down my timeline on Instagram, please. Everybody proud of me and think it's bigger than what it is because I'm just smiling and putting on the front. The mask is off. Future said, mask off. Fuck it, mask off. Like, mask off. COVID is over. Mask off. But I got to put my mask on. The plane's going down. Now, I'm sorry, y'all, about the music supervisor. Not mentioning him, but I really, really, really don't feel comfortable with him. I really, 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 really do not feel comfortable with him. I don't feel comfortable with any of this, honestly. I don't feel safe. Especially not name dropping that man. And he's huge. This is not the shows that I've been working on, like what you see on that I've been pushing, promoting, BT Plus, All the Queens Men, Tyler Perry. Like, that's a show that I actually work on with completely good music supervisors. Wholeheartedly. They hadn't done nothing to me, any of us. The people who've been to my writing camps, y'all can attest. If I got y'all stuff placed, that y'all get y'all credits. Please let me know if they haven't registered them, because it's their responsibility. Tyler Perry side or whatever, I'll get that straight for y'all. Even on the money side, they get very small payments, but I make sure we pay that. So no, I don't really feel comfortable with him, so I gotta say sorry to that. But you can find them yourself, because there's only been 2 instances And it's still on my page. It's not recent. I will say it's for power. Y'all go find the music supervisor of power. That's who. I'm afraid of these other guys, and if I'm gonna be real with y'all, I gotta be vulnerable. I gotta let it out. I have to let it go. God, it's gonna set me free, so I gotta let it out. I don't feel safe mentioning all these people, and this is why I've kept my mouth closed for so long, and just been trying to fight behind the scenes. But those big people behind the scenes are tearing me down. They don't care about me. As talented as I am, as much as I bring to the table, as much as I've brought to the table, they don't value me. They don't value my husband. They don't value us. If you are not a part of the popular kids, that's it. So, I mean, like I said, I don't want this to be long-winded. It's so many stories that I can share. It's just, I'm just trying to get like the premise, I'm trying to get everything. Y'all get what I'm saying, I hope. So I'm not trying to, like I said, I'm not trying to ramble or anything. There's been instances that I can speak on. My mind is everywhere right now. So yeah, like I've named everybody, I've named my situations. I can go into detail. I think I said in my other story, like when I had spoke to P the last time, I was on the phone with the producer the producer is Heavy in the Chevy, said they was going to get me straight. I'm sitting here arguing with this man like, you fucked me over. Your fat ass did that. That's the only person I call fat ass. I don't see size. I don't see race. I don't see nothing. I don't see none of that stuff. But that one, he's a fat ass. And I don't really like to, like, I use the word bitch, but like if I'm saying like bitch, like I'm playing around, I never call women bitches. Like that's derogatory. But to them women, because there's more than one, to them ladies, y'all are some bitches. And y'all did not help me. Y'all didn't stand up for me. Y'all didn't look out for me. And I was there before y'all. Y'all didn't care. And that's sad amongst our own people. Women on women, because y'all over here up under these niggas. And they don't even give a fuck about y'all. Probably let y'all go with the recent layoffs. I wouldn't be surprised. Everything shit. But somebody got money. It's too much money out here for me to not get it. We can all come together and be making money. Whether U.S. whoever is in debt or not, like, it's too much money. So this is really wild to me that I'm coming out. But it is what it is. Nobody stood up for me, so I have to stand up for myself now. Yeah.